Hello, I am Jordan, and I am back here, and I am with Tover. We're so excited because I actually hear I might get to play a game while I'm here. So, Marianne, tell me a bit about Tover to kick us off, and what does Tover mean?
So Tover Taffel is an interactive console that has games for residents with mid to late stage dementia. So the goal of these games is really to help them be more physically active, get social interactions, get cognitive stimulation, and get their senses stimulated. So these are really for residents with mid to late stage dementia, and they're a really wonderful way to get them more active, but also to get the staff tools and resources to use when there are, moments in between activities, but also when there is agitation. So if you have an agitated resident, there's a few games that are here designed to help them calm down, so it makes it easier for the staff to have lots of resources to use in those more challenging moments.
That is incredible, and I know I've shared with you, but I actually was a memory care coordinator previously, and so when I heard that I was going to get to come interview, I was just thrilled because I think I truly would have used this day to day. So I'm excited because I get to talk to Melissa about how you're using it in your community, and then we'll come back, Marianne, and talk a little bit more about the details and how people can learn more. So if I'll slide. Yes, perfect. So we have our game right here. Right now we're playing Bubbles?
Yes. This is one of the most popular games, I would say. It's a bubble popping game. I don't know if you can see here on the camera, but it's a game that we are just interacting with. There are bubbles appearing, the sound is exciting, it's something that draws people in, and it's something that residents really don't need any instructions. So for someone with mid to late stage dementia, they'll be curious about what they see, and they'll reach over and they'll start playing. And that's really what you want, is you want people that normally show a lot of apathy to all of a sudden have curiosity and engage with the game. So this is one of our most popular games. And then I might just show you, because there's 30 different games, so this is one of the games, but I'm going to show you another very popular game, which is Whack-A-Mole, because I'd like to send a challenge to anyone who's watching. So there's a score that you can get at Whack-A-Mole, so I'd invite people to come to our booth, 1516, and see if you can beat the score.
Okay. What do we get if we beat the score?
You get the chance to play with the Tover Taffel.
Hey, that alone is enough of a prize. This is so much fun, and I could see how you would use this every day in a memory care unit, and I just love it. So I'm going to pop over here, Melissa. You actually use this in your community. So what community are you with? Where are you located? And then we'll go from there.
Okay. My name's Melissa, and I'm from Andros on Hudson and Hastings on Hudson, and we absolutely love the Tover. We initially bought one projector maybe a year ago, and we put it on our memory care floor. We have it right in the middle of our lobby. We call it the rotunda area where our residents are, a lot of the day. And it was so successful amongst the residents and the staff that we ended up purchasing 3 more. So we have a Tover on every floor now, and they're used every day.
And so is it just memory care units, or?
Nope, we use them on every floor. So there's different levels to the game, and so the easier levels are just very easy to play with. It's just very natural to play with them. And then, the harder level games, all of our residents can enjoy them.
That is incredible. And so this Tover Taffel you can use it with any table, right?
Yes, so we actually have a portable table on wheels where if we need to remove the table, we can, but the projector is there, and we just wheel the table in, set it up, and we use it for programs. So our community life, our activities department will use it as a program, and then nurses use it. So if residents are agitated or, it's used almost all of the time. During our tours, the families really love to see it. When families are visiting, they love to sit down and play. Our staff members love it too, so they might come onto the floor off the elevator and there's a game happening and they just jump right in and start playing with the residents. So it allows for a lot of engagement with the residents and everybody. It also gives exercise. We have residents that are not moving much, and it's just very natural to have fun, play the game, move your arms, move your legs. So we're in love with the Tover Taffel, and it's just been an amazing addition to our facility.
That is so exciting to hear, and it sounds like it's been such a success for you. Do you have any particular success story with it that you'd love to share? Any story of a particular resident or group of residents?
Yeah, there are so many stories, but just recently we had a resident who is feeling a lot of stiffness in her arms, and so she's afraid to move, and we brought her to the table and we started playing some very easy games, the bubble popping game, and she started moving, and then with the movement it just kind of loosened her up a little bit, and by the end of our session, she was reaching across the table, when right before she was just very stiff and just sitting there. So
that is incredible. I think I also love the fact that this can be really individualized, but also it's a group, so it can be social, it can be a solo project, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, and the games are so varied. So you have musical games for those who love music. You have art games for those who love art. You have just like athletic games, puzzles. I mean, there's so many games. You can't choose a favorite. There's so many.
That is so awesome. And so, did you say how long you've had it in your community?
Yeah, so I think we received our first one about a year ago. I've been following the company for years before it was even in the United States. I joined a waiting list years ago, and then I got an email saying we're now in the United States, and we got one right away. And loved it so much. We ordered 3 more, so we've had all 4 units, in the last couple months, where we have all 4 units.
That's great. So, and you mentioned the fact weren't originally in the United States. So, where did you start? How long have you been over here in the U.S.?
Yeah. So the Tover Tafel is a product that was created by the company called Tover, and it's from the Netherlands. The reason why Melissa was on a wait list for a few years is because it's a product that has existed in the Netherlands for a few years. There's a lot of research that goes behind every single game that is designed. There's a few PhD studies that have been done on the effects that regularly using the Tover Tafel can have on residents' well-being, on staff retention, on family satisfaction. So that's why it's such a powerful product to have for residents. It's because there's a lot of research and effort that goes into making it a product for residents with mid to late stage dementia. And so it's from the Netherlands, but it's been in the U.S. for almost a year now, and we're hearing wonderful stories from communities like Andros-on-Hudson that are really using it to improve quality of life of the residents, improve staff satisfaction, and have something that the families can do when they come and they visit, because it's not always easy to know what to do when you're visiting someone with dementia. Playing a game is a way to connect with your loved one in a way that is very natural.
I love that. And so this product is hot. It's new. It is hot in the U.S. I think that is so cool. I can picture so many families enjoying this game together. It just makes me excited. I want to see this in action. I think everyone should have it, don't you?
I think it can do a lot of good.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think what's really cool is, just like you mentioned, it's research-based. It's not just fun. There is real research backing this product, and that's why it's so successful.
Exactly. And something that I love to do is, because at trade shows you can't have residents around the table, you can't see their reaction, I love to say that we come in person to your community and bring the Tover so that you can see a demonstration in person and see how your residents like it, how your staff like it. In the meantime, if you want to come to our booth, we have a video of a resident that is playing with the butterfly game. It's his favorite game. So you can really see how engaged they are in the activity, and that's a proxy for, short of having residents here today at the trade show, at least we can show you a video of what it can be, but we can also very easily come to communities and show the Tover Tafel in person, because that's where you see the magic happen, really.
Absolutely, yeah. I know residents have so much fun with it, so everybody needs to come visit booth 1516. 1516, test it out, play the game, learn about all the success stories, and learn about how you can get this in your own community. Thank you so much. It was so much fun, and I think I'll stay here and just keep playing. So y'all keep going, and I'll be here if you need me.